Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be showing you how to turn a Google Maps 360 Street View into a HDR for Blender, which adds shadows and affects the lighting in your scene. So let's go to like the Magic Kingdom park in Disney. Don't know, just thought of a good place. Just go into, select one of these bubbles. So I'll just do that. There you go. Wait for it to load, otherwise it's going to be blurry. Right, and now I'm going to select Report a Problem. Here. I'm going to right click and click Open Image in a new tab, and then I'm going to close this tab because we don't actually want to report the person. So normally you would just save it from here like that, but don't, because as you can see it's a really low resolution. It's going to come out blurry in Blender. So you just want to go up to the URL by here and change it to a 10,000. And now your image will print out in a much higher resolution. So you just need to leave this print out now. I didn't really pick a great one. There's weird artifacts everywhere, but this is just an example. Save image as. I'm going to save it to my HDRI, and I'm just going to name it Disney 2. So now let's go into Blender, and then you can find a different video showing you how to add the HDRI to your scene, but I'm just gonna add it now like this. Open HDRI Disney 2, and then I'm gonna do cycles and then GPU. And now when I turn it into shaded mode, you can see that this is a background and it's really HD and everything. There's no blurriness to it. But the light, the sun, isn't actually affecting our cube. Isn't actually affecting the light on our cube. So what we need to do is just delete the cube, get our camera, go to location, set that to 0, set that to 0, set this to 0, set this to 90, and then set that to 0. All set up. Now what we need to do is go into this menu, choose Radiance HDR, and then go into our camera settings, choose Panoramic, and choose Equivalent. I don't know how to say it, but here's that. And now we need to add a sun. So let's add light and a sun. And then what we need to do is add the sun right where the real sun is, and then just rotate it so that line is facing the same way that the sun actually is in this picture. So as you can see, this is now lined up with the real sun. We need to move this out a bit now though, so it seems more realistic. Right, okay, so now what we have to do is in this menu, set this to 400%, otherwise it's going to come out blurry and it's going to look terrible. Then do render, and then image. And then just leave this render. So what we're rendering right here is a version of what we took off Google Maps, but we've added like lighting data to it. You'll see what I mean, unless you already know what I mean. You'll see what I mean once I put it into another Blender project now. Nearly done. And it's done. Right, okay, so now what we have to do is choose image and then save as. So as you can see, it's now a .hdr file. And if you don't know, a .hdr file actually contains information of where the sun is in the picture. So once you put it into Blender, it will actually affect the lighting of your model. So let's save this to a folder now. I'm going to name it Disney 2 compiled. Now save it. Leave it go. So now let's open a new Blender file. So we're just not going to do anything with this. The only thing we're going to do is add the background. So let's go, set it to the render engine we want. World. And let's do environment texture, just to add it. So now when we open our HDR, instead of choosing the Disney 2, we're going to choose Disney 2 compiled. And now when we open this up, as you can see, from where the sun is in the photo, we're actually getting lighting on our object. So let's add a plane at the bottom. And as you can see, the sun is shining in this way. Let's see if we can... No, we can't go in non-rendered. So as you can see, the sun is shining in this way and it's casting a shadow. Even if I delete the light in the scene, even if I delete everything, we still get the lighting from this sun. Is that awesome? And that's the magic you can do with just using a Google Maps image and Blender. You can add them together and create something like really good like this. So say if I were to make this reflective, per metallic and then roughness. Say we make this reflective, I've now got a reflection of everything. So that's just a look into some of the things you can do with Blender HDRs. If you like this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Leave a comment if you have any issues. Bye.